So the Switch 2 leaks have been coming thick and fast, and we're excited for the Switch 2 and the reveal and the official announce date and release date, all that good stuff. But we now know the official design, and this will be the penultimate video where you can see what this thing looks like in all its detail, in all its glory. Let's get into it, a Blaze 2K. So let's start off over here on X, Pirate Nation, Nintendo Switch 2 preview at CES. So somebody at CES leaked this thing, and here it is. So as you can see, looks very much like the Switch, the original Switch, which is not a bad thing, is it? It's not a bad thing. And as you can see, there's the detachable Joy-Con function in action, right? Look how you just yanked it off or pulled it off there. Let's rewind that. Boom. Look that's how easy it's going to be to detach. And then to reattach, boom, straight on like that again. Easy peasy. Very nice. So yeah, and maybe more importantly, this little background video that's playing on the screen behind him looks to be an official Nintendo marketing video sent from Nintendo to this accessory manufacturer here to basically show the design of this thing. And as you can see, it looks like we're going to see a grey variant with red and blue colors behind the sticks, and obviously the colors are also going to be displayed as well on the insides of the Joy-Cons. Very nice, and they snap together like that. There's a little controller stand thing. It looks like they're going to have a dock that you could charge. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. And again, here's that video in a little bit higher resolution instead of looking at a secondary screen. Here it is. Here's the new Switch 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get analog sticks, which sucks. And if those are analog sticks, it looks like the travel on them is minuscule. That is one of my biggest complaints with the Switch 2, is the fact that obviously it doesn't have analog. I mean, the original Switch it never had analog sticks so if you're buying a Switch for racing games, you're either completely full down on the gas pedal or off. It's either 0 or 100 on gas, and that is a damn bummer. And I don't even think we saw any good third-party controllers that made use of analog triggers with the pressure sensitivity. So besides maybe, I don't even think the Pro controller had analog triggers, did it? So yeah, that's a minor disappointment for me, and that's why I'll probably still be playing my Steam Deck for racing games. But here it is. There it is in all its glory. Kinda nice, huh? Kind of nice. I like the stand. I like the accessories that people are making for it. I like the fact that people are making little grips and stuff for the back. Very cool. Look at that. It looks very much like you'd be forgiven for thinking this was the first Switch, right? Here's another tweet that had me laughing. Switch 2 just leaked. I knew that Nintendo would get back to a 3D screen. And since we're talking about the Switch 2, let's see what IGN has to say. So Switch 2 leaks keep coming. On leaks and 91 mobiles have shared yet another look at what might be Nintendo's Switch, the Nintendo Switch successor. So new day, new Nintendo Switch 2 leaks. Nintendo's getting ever closer to its April 2025 deadline to reveal its Switch successor. But thanks to new renders from On Leaks and 91 mobiles, we might now have an even better idea of what the new console might look like. And if you've been following our coverage of other Switch 2 leaks, these renders shouldn't be too surprising. According to new renders, the console will resemble the original Switch, but it will be bigger with an 8.4-inch screen. That's a pretty damn impressive upgrade as far as screen size goes, and most likely will be an OLED panel. I would hope I would hope it's an OLED panel, because if you have a Switch OLED, you'll know the colors, the vibrancies, the deep blacks, just how much it pops. It's almost like a sticker. Like, things are like stickers on the screen. They're super crispy, clear, and vibrant. It blew my mind when I used to have an LCD Switch. My wife ended up upgrading to the OLED, and when she brought the OLED back home, I held it in my hands. I was like, OLED in a game console, it's not going to be that big a jump. And then she turned it on, and that red background with a white Nintendo logo, I was like completely transfixed to it. I was like, oh my god. And then it boots up with the little animations, and like, I had never even got into a game before I was completely sold on OLED for the Switch. So I'm pretty sure it has to be a necessity. It's a necessity for the new one. Previous reports have said the console would have an LCD display. I hope not. I really hope not, because that'll be a step backwards if they go back to LCD. But I guess we won't know for sure until Nintendo announce it themselves. So the renders show that the top of the Switch 2 will feature a power button, a volume rocker, 3.5mm headphone jack. Apple, see, Nintendo's still keeping the headphone jack alive, thank God. A game card slot, and new for the Switch 2, a USB-C port. The Switch had a USB-C port anyway, didn't it not? On leaks in 91 Mobile also say there seems to be a sensor of sorts, and they speculate that this might be an ambient light sensor or something else. These renders also have a U-shaped kickstand that appeared in other leaks. As for the Joy-Cons, on leaks 91 Mobile's renders show that mysterious second new button on the right Joy-Con. However, they say the new button is above the home button. Other leaks have included the new button below it. The Joy-Cons in the renders have the large buttons in the back that are apparently used to detach the controllers from the console, which are apparently attached magnetically. So snapping them on will just be a breeze. You'll just go shoot, instead of having to go up and down like we're used to. But you will have to still press a button to detach them, which is fine. And they'll most likely be black, but have color accents. We saw that in the trailer there. Light blue on the left one, orange on the right, or red. Under the joystick pads and on the bumped out parts of the controllers with the SL SR buttons. Similar design popped up earlier this month for an alleged Switch 2 left Joy-Con with light blue accents. And The Verge loves it. Hopefully, given the tidal wave of recent leaks, we won't have to wait too much longer for Nintendo to officially announce the new console. Whenever the console actually launches, it's going to have some stiff competition. And we covered that in our previous video yesterday, where we said, with things like the Steam Deck, things like the Lenovo Legion Go S that just got announced, ROG Ally, Ally S. There's a lot of competition right now in the handheld game, and it's only going to get more crowded as PlayStation are working on their own brand new dedicated handheld gaming system, and Xbox are working on theirs. Phil Spencer more or less confirmed that they've got prototypes. So Xbox handheld, PlayStation handheld, the new Nintendo handheld, the Switch 2, and obviously a lot of the massive wave of PC handhelds, which I prefer just because they give you unlimited freedom to do whatever the heck you want on them, and they also have a nice little console-esque experience as well, except for the Windows ones, but they still have their own overlays, which are fine for me. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know if you're hyped up for Switch 2, what you think of the leaks. Are you disappointed that it looks a lot like the original Switch, or do you not care? I mean, the original Switch was still a pretty damn nice, form. It was a nice form factor. It was comfortable, especially if you got a case for it. I used the Skull & Co grip cases on mine, and it just added a bit of substance. It felt like I could grab onto it properly and hold it for long periods of time. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the performance boost. I'm excited to see new games and how Nintendo could leverage that new power to make new, cool, exciting games for Nintendo. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, get hyped, get excited, because gaming has never been more fun. Peace out and Blaze 2K.